Yeah, welcome to the Band of Brothers podcast show. It's your boy DuBoy, and I'm here with my brothers, Boss Carter and G Money.
Yup.
And we want to welcome you to the Band of Brothers podcast show. We in the hood that we call the brotherhood. We here to uplift, encourage, inspire, and band together as brothers. Yeah, what's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. You all right?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It Wednesday, man. You know what time it is.
My kind of hump day, man. We looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Every week. On in.
What's good, boss man?
Not much, man. Like I said, it's Wednesday, man. Let's get it going.
Get it going.
For the people, for the listeners. All right.
Yeah, man. So everything's still the same. So we ain't gonna even talk about all the quarantine and all that. But we here in the brotherhood. So we're gonna go ahead and get to a topic. Kind of interesting. So I wanna draw y'all brothers into this topic like this right here, man.
Oh.
We all men here. But it took a journey for us to get this far. Here's the question that I got for y'all fellas. I want y'all to chime in as fast as you can. Give me something real quick right off the top of the dome. What are some of the misconceived thoughts that women have about us men? I ain't talking about nothing dirty, something clean. Just jump out there real quick. Well, give me something off the dome.
So when you say misconceived thoughts, so you basically saying in the way that they look at us and basically they got it all wrong, right?
I don't have to be all wrong, but just something like that, yeah.
Something wrong.
Yeah.
That were no good.
That we all dogs.
That we all dogs.
Yeah.
All
They like to say we no good.
Yeah, that trumps it right there. We basically can't control ourselves. That we real physical in nature. And it ain't even really got to be anything against, with women, but anything, men loving cars, men loving the video games, men loving football, men loving sports, physical things. It's caught up physical things that we can't be emotional, I guess.
Yeah. So, with that said, what about when it comes to dating though? Like, what's some of the things? I know we all been married for a good while, but I mean, even when you was dating or whatever time that was, like, what was some of the misconceived thoughts that you felt like women had towards you when you was start dating or whatever,
To be honest, at one point I was putting on a show for them. So, whatever misconceived thoughts, I was trying to basically interpret it, what I thought their thoughts were, and trying to present that to them as a way to get with them. So I guess you can look at that as a misconception.
It was a misconception. Go ahead, though.
Say what? Yeah, it was a little one on my end. Yep, it was.
You was trying to be what they want.
I wasn't the type to try to dog a woman. I never been that type. But one thing women can look at is you being a nice guy as if you're weak. All women don't look at men that way, but there is a particular type of woman that actually, I feel, in my opinion, look at that as being that way. Um, Now it's gotten out of hand to where things that used to be categorized as you being a gentleman on a date, like opening the door for a woman, is something that's being opposed to you not doing it because it's showing weakness to the woman.
When
Y'all heard of that?
you trying to
Yeah,
expect chivalry, and yeah, I agree
yeah,
on that. For some reason now there's a idea that nice guys are weak. There's this thing that the nice guys don't finish well or whatever. Y'all ever heard something like that?
yeah. Nice guys finish last.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, but I heard of it.
What,
I'll debate that. I'll debate it. all you so-called alphas out there.
the alpha. You ain't,
Debate it.
can you be a nice guy and be an alpha?
Can you be a nice guy and be alpha? You sure can. You sure can. You got the so-called alphas out there that are opposing that and calling themselves women experts or whatnot. Um,
Oh,
I'll challenge that you're an expert in a particular type of woman. Not a woman I'm looking for, a woman I got in my wife. So,
oh,
but to answer your question, I believe you can be an alpha and be a nice guy.
hold up. Uh, you trying to get brownie points on the show, man?
Yeah, I'm trying to get brownie points, man. You know how we work it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hear you,
But
Steve Money.
I'm being real. That's being real, man. I always been in belief, like, I could never push myself to dog a woman. To be honest with y'all listeners out there, it break my heart to see a woman cry or whatnot over some mess that I did or plans. So I really couldn't go only but so far. But with the influence that was around me, I always felt at a disadvantage too, because see, the nice guys, it really our game don't come on to the end game anyway. It's kind of tough, man, in competition when, minds are focused on the wrong thing and people out there trying to find themselves. You know what I mean? Making sense, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Keep going, man. Keep going.
Yeah, so, them trying to find themselves and you being young, I mean, I'm not thinking right. I don't have no right to think that she thinking right. And she's got her preconception of what a man is, which, coming into our days, with videos being mainstream and such things being put on television, I think the media, media wise, had a big thing to do with it in presenting what a man is. And that was basically, I'll say it, a criminal. Man,
oh, you said
criminal activity.
preconception. Preconception is one thing. It don't preconception don't necessarily mean that it's a misconception. So just wondering, like when you say preconceptions, are you saying like women have that idea of what they think men are before they get in relationship or conversation or what they have an idea coming from somewhere in their history or background or whatever or what men's supposed to be. That's like a preconception. But a misconception is like when they saying or they thinking something that ain't necessarily so, based on hearsay, rumor, um, you know, whatever the streets say. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
I see where angle you coming at. So basically, you talking about something personal. Then that's what you're talking about.
Nah,
Like
it ain't
basically,
got to be personal. I can share something personal.
share an example. Let's see what you're talking about. Get a better idea what you're talking about.
Once upon a time,
Let me
my
open the book.
real, my when me and my wife had met, I didn't have a car at the time. I ain't gonna say no name, but somebody
Yeah,
told my wife, "You don't need to be talking with him. What can he do for you? He don't even have a car."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that idea is misconceived to think that for somebody to do something for you, or you got to be with somebody that can do something for you, or the fact that I didn't have a car, so I couldn't do nothing for you. At the time, either one of us had all stuff together. To tell the truth,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, you see the difference.
Yep.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So let I throw one on you. Up to the age of 28, I stayed at home with my mom. That right there, uh, knocked me out of the boot with a lot of women.
Oh,
They
mama boy.
automatically, oh mama boy, oh mama boy, you can't provide for me, oh mama boy.
I could do more for him when you at home with mom.
Yeah, but I'm still in it because the preconception, misconceptions are very close tied. One leads to another. It's like brainwashing. I mean, to pretty much, someone telling that person basically had a preconception, printing a misconception on the woman that's actually judging the man. They going by the instincts, I guess, from my example of being, in my mama's house, being labeled as a mama boy, it just certain things would come up, I guess, in a woman's mind that just I don't even know one no basis of truth in it.
It,
Instead of judging me for my character, judging me in my situation, and then it was a choosing of my situation.
it
You
wasn't attractive, G. That's all. It ain't.
Don't
unattractive.
let them do you like that, man.
Unattractive. That's cool. That's all right. It's everybody's situation and different. Where I'm from, I didn't see it as doing anything wrong. I mean, then
Right.
again, it just all around me in my family, the males in my family. Um, Basically, you kind of looked at it like it was cool. Now, when I met my wife, bro, I caught hell.
What
Being
happened?
at home with my mom, but I had to break it though. I had to break it. It was uncomfortable because I hadn't never left, never been out on my own or anything.
So you had
And
some.
out, but I see where you're coming from. I can come with that as being a misconception about me and my experience, though.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the preconception is that you at home with your mama and you ain't never gonna leave your mama. Your mama gonna always be. That's and that could be a misconception too for some people.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So, like, a question, man, where you think what that actually comes from? Like, has there been a multitude? 'Cause I'm confused. Has there been a multitude of situations to where that's proven to be true? Like, man staying with his mom, and just because of that, it didn't work out. Out of all the other stuff that a man could have did to
Well,
you know, rub the woman wrong. I
the,
mean, and that's the thing we draw it to, that he was in his mama house.
the preconceived part would be that you at home with mom. Just that idea, like I said, it already unattractive. Probably a woman would think, okay, now I'm gonna have to wrestle this dude away from his mama if I want to be with him. So it's like preconceived, but that may not be the situation. The situation could be you taking care of your mama instead of your mama taking care of you. Now, the other perception is that if your mama taking care of you, she paying all the bills, and you ain't doing nothing, and you just a mama's boy for real. Mama bring me back a six pack from the store when you come back. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff is that's the preconception that a lot of time it be right. but you know what I'm saying? It can be a misconception at the same time. Now, the positive part in that is that by you being at home with mom, you could be in preparation to be somebody's husband. And
It is exactly the way I saw it. The way I saw it is basically, I don't know, man. I don't know. I probably was somewhat complacent then. I'll say that. I probably was somewhat complacent. I kept a job now. I wasn't that tight. Mama go bring me this and stuff.
Heard and leave.
I had my own job. I had my own car. Had all that.
One
Had
in
all
a hurry to
that.
leave.
Uh,
One in a hurry to leave.
yeah. I went in a hurry, man. But at that point, man, as I got older, man, I almost got afraid man, there's so many women gone astray. I was almost afraid to actually get with someone because I wanted to be with a right somebody.
Money,
that
I
I
don't
could,
want you to be in the doghouse, so I'm gonna stop you right there. And I'm saving the life right there. I'm the brother. That's what we do. We help each other. I'm gonna save.
save the life of a brother. Well, this is to build her up because I was looking for a particular type of woman.
Okay.
And she came along, but I was afraid to actually at a point talk to a woman. I mean, I almost had that preconception with my wife that pretty much could have screwed up an opportunity of a lifetime in my book because it turned out to be so good. But because of those conceptions about what I thought women were looking for, I thought, man, it's a lot of women out there that pretty much got a lot of baggage, man, that I want to deal with.
Well, man, I'm not gonna throw myself on that cross with you. So don't move on. All right, man, check it out. One misconception that women have, not all women, a lot of women, ideally, women think that all men want the same, think the same way when it comes to physical beauty. Do that ring a bell to anybody? Women think, I say most men all want the same thing and they all looking for the same thing in women.
Mhm.
I'll bring it like this. Me and my wife were having a conversation and she was talking about men looking at women when they pass by, period, booty, breast, whatever. And she was saying that it don't make sense that men do that. She wasn't talking about me because I'm not that stupid. I'm trying to explain to her that's a misconception. And she was like, well, women think that if they wear a certain thing, they do a certain behavior, walk a certain way, they can get the attention of any man because they all want the same thing. Thank
So are they wanting the attention? Like, is that it? Just is it good enough for a woman to get the man to look? What do you think about that?
you.
Because
Well,
I wonder, like, what you fishing for? Like,
I said it's a misconception. You tell me if it is or it's not. I said it's a misconception because I don't think all men think the same way. I don't think all men want the same thing. I don't think all men like big booty. I don't think all men like big breasts. I don't think all men like the same typical trend or fashion or whatever the TV, the world display right now. So I think it's a misconception. Am I wrong?
oh no, you ain't
No,
wrong.
you
Not
right.
wrong.
You right.
Yeah, you're right.
Now,
Um,
go ahead, G.
oh no, man. You're dead on, man.
Now,
Finish your thought.
my comeback was this right here. This was my explanation. I said, I like motorcycles. I like Ram trucks. I see other trucks and I look at them. I like them, but that ain't what I want. See what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
look at cars, whatever. It's the same way. All men have that thing that they like, but that don't mean that that thing gonna define them or what they really want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'll say this too, man. What's interesting is this, and it's still wrong. Don't get me wrong. What I'm about to say still is an agreement with you, but I kind of can understand where it come from. And let me put this out about me and my wife. My wife, she's attractive. All right.
No, G.
Now, Now check this. Now, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
bro.
We already talked about it. She got the show in writing, what everything I'm gonna say. All right.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to keep you from that cross, and you keep climbing this up, though, man. Now
Check
go
this
ahead.
out. We're gonna make this show good, man.
Go ahead, man. I
Check
got
this out. All right. All right. I'm being truthful and honest with myself. All right. Cool. Let's go with this route. I know how many women will try to approach me or throw themselves on me, which I can tell you right now in truth and honesty is zero. All right. Sometimes, let me finish. Sometimes, now check this out. Sometimes my wife share with me some things that have happened outside when I wasn't in there, just to prove the point on how all focused men are. All right. She got 2 kids, but yet they're aggressive. And it gets sad because at some points, it's been a few occasions when I've gotten out of the car and went inside probably to pay on some gas. And the dude tried to hurry up over there to try to holler at my wife. Try to tell him that she's married, and yet basically he still don't care. All right. So now let's take my wife out of it. This is why I was saying I'm in the safe zone here, because I'm just share. Okay, let's take somebody else marriage, right? Or somebody else relationship. All right. So if a woman seeing this about 20 other dudes, her brain gonna try to make sense of it and actually think, okay, is her dude the same way? It's a misconception. It's a misconception. But she's seeing it so much from the other dudes that her brain is asking the question, like, is her dude the same way? So and it's easy without giving any thought being a misconception, because a misconception happens by you not even thinking about that situation. But without giving it any thought, your brain automatically gonna make you see what you're looking for. Okay, you might cut your eyes at a car and the woman right there, and you think you're looking at a woman. It could happen. Crazy example, but I think that's where it come from.
you think that's what a that's a good point that you made.
Some of them,
It could. It
some
could
of them.
be that.
I hear
Some
you,
of it.
G Money.
But, it is lopsided. The amount of men that approach women, and it's natural, but the amount of men that approach women and how aggressive some men can be to not even respect the relationship, it could turn some women off that actually, to think that, okay, if so many men are doing this, what is my man doing?
Okay, that's a good point. I can see why a lot of women would take that misconception if they've been approached like that so often.
But I'm in agreement with you. It's a misconception all the way. You can't. I don't care if you see 100 men, and I'm number 101. You don't have no right to think that I'm just like them 100 men.
Well, okay,
Period. Period.
I hear you,
Period.
man.
Am I right or wrong? You don't want to be. You 101. I don't care what you saw in the first 100.
You don't want to be stereotyped.
Yeah, stereotype. There we go.
well, I mean, check this out, right? Flip that over. Let's get to the tail side. That's the head side. Let's get to the tail side. We talk about the car. Dude got a new car, clean car, put rims on it, music on it, whatever. He pull up in the gas station. Get what he want to do. Have the music beam down. Boom, 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 boom. He ain't in the car. He pumping gas. He go in the store. The car still beam down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, check this out. That dude want his car to be seen. He want his car to be heard. He want attention to be drawn to his car, especially if it's a Challenger, Charger, Mustang, anything that say you that dude. You know what I'm saying? That's a misconception that we have. We got a fly ride, we can get a fly honey. That was the misconception, but that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
On that same side, we talking about the women. The women with the big breasts, wear certain things, certain curves, exploit certain skin areas, talking loud, laughing, just drawing attention to herself. Now, if you're a man and you look, do that put you in that category that they try to put you in what you were talking about a while ago? Am I not supposed to look? Is it a problem if I look? Because it ain't a problem if I look at the car. Um, no, watch this. For the most part, when you become a mature person, you see that and you like, I'm being baited. Somebody trying to get my attention. Somebody, and most of the time you'll feel like they don't deserve my attention. I ain't giving them my attention just because she want to wear that. And then when they don't get your attention, they try even harder. Going through the door, they want to stop and act like they picking up a quarter. Something, you know what I'm saying? Just to get your attention. But when you ain't giving it, then what happened? So the same misconception goes on the other side, G. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I see where you're at.
That's all I'm saying. Now, here where we at with that is like like I said, when you become mature, you already know you being baited, and it don't feel good for somebody to bait you like that, you know. Now, the truth be told, if you're a woman, all that beauty is real beauty. You don't have to exploit it for somebody to see that you are a beautiful person. You can be fully dressed and walk a certain way, and a man could tell that you classy and got respect, and they probably give you that attention more than what you trying to bait them to get it. But that's another point for another story, but it's still a misconception.
Let's go back to the clothing, man. Let me ask y'all a question. You know, we had a guest on the show who mentioned, you know, his time that he had done. This was Rod Williams, right? The author. We had that saying where he said that in jail, where the men, you know, the busting slack, and what it meant, which is loose clothing, you know, revealing something that should be covered up, which is your butt, your ass, all right? Should be covered up. Was meaning that you are ready to be taken. Do you think, man, it could be the same thing with these women that wear certain revealing clothes that they're ready to be taken? Now, she can shut you down because she don't want to be taken by you. She want to be taken by a particular man. I'm kind of thinking there's a similarity there, man.
Could be, but that's another misconception and a preconceived. You jumping the gun just thinking that way. It's a misconception and it's a preception. Like you already thinking somebody some kind of way just because they wearing something. I mean, the baiting part is the action. You get what I'm saying?
The baiting part is the action.
I mean, just they wearing a certain thing unless they're a prostitute. You know, you can't just think that they ready to have sex.
No, not that. Well, not that far. Not physical. I'm talking about a deeper level here. Kind of like ready to be taken as if, okay, ready to give herself to a man. It could be just a relationship. Don't have to be sex. You know what I mean?
What you advertising? Well, I mean,
you advertising basically. You open for business.
Oh, like I said, that's why.
But you know, yeah.
I mean, if when you want a certain type of man, you want a certain type of fish, you use a certain kind of bait. I'm gonna leave that
alone. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone. I'm gonna play it safe now. The other thing is, man, I think women have the idea that certain trends make them more attractive to men.
Trends. What you mean by that?
Fashion trends, designer trends. I think it's a misconception because most of the time men could care less. Men could care less if you got a tattoo on your thigh. I think the trend of having red, blue, yellow, green, and purple hair. I think, oh yeah, that's what I was about to say a while ago.
Get the thoughts together, Jack.
I think a lot of the stuff that women do, they think is attractive to men, I don't think it's attractive. I think women end up being judgmental towards each other, other women. Like if a woman walk by with her body revealing or whatever, and your woman is gonna sit there and see if you look, right? But the problem is she got eyes just like you. It bothers her just like it bothers you. You get what I'm saying? If a waitress come over and she lean all over the table with her breast out, you have a problem with that because she got a problem with that. She got a problem with it because it's disrespectful. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that. So that in the whole makes sense. So my point is a lot of time women feel like they beautifying themselves for a man, they would think or say, but I think it's a misconception because a lot of time men don't care if your eyebrows are tattooed, penciled in, or just very well groomed. We just want them done. We just want something there. That makes sense. What you think about that? Come on, boss.
I hear you, man. Keep going, man. Y'all talking real good, man. Keep going, man. Keep on going. Good thoughts. Good thoughts. Keep going.
Boss man.
So when what
I
a
got
time you seen a woman with nice, beautiful eyelashes just flapping everywhere, and you said, "Man, she has some beautiful eyelashes."
yeah, man. I seen some that was a mess.
That about
One my
all man
wife, she
gonna
don't
say.
wear 'em, but I seen some that's a mess, man. But it's interesting. They getting it from somewhere. They think they catching something.
Is it a
You
mis
know,
that beautifies the woman? Does it help or does it hurt? Just truth be told.
well, we have to be careful because this is us talking. Like I say, man, you might, you
Oh,
know.
we
Yeah, it's us talking, but what I'm saying is that that woman that's doing that can be like, all right, I got 100 yays to this just a minute ago, so it gonna be strengthened even more, and she ain't gonna hear what we saying. You know what I mean?
uh,
It's just the experience. Yeah, man. You got to think about it. If you telling a woman that her eyelashes is a mess, but a guy that not on your level that pretty much thinking just physical for some, just to get in easy, gonna compliment her eyes. I ain't said nothing about her eyelashes, but because she got on the eyelashes, she just assuming that's one of the keys to getting the man. You know?
that's one of the keys to getting a man. That's what I'm saying. It's a misconception. Oh man,
Yeah.
about how
Yeah,
long.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. It just, in the experience, I can understand where it's coming from. With the woman, actually experiencing what they are experiencing. I mean, it just seemed like dudes just, some guys can't control themselves, man. In a sense.
Talking about men.
Real
Talking
yeah,
about
men in general, because they looking for the wrong thing. A lot of it got to do in the environment that you're in. I mean, and it come natural because men are the most aggressive type. So you'll see more men approaching women, rather than women approaching men. But then again, it's all in the
G.
environment.
You saying approaching. I
Yeah,
I use the word baiting.
dating.
They ain't gonna
He,
approach you, they
he,
gonna bait you.
You talking about how they dress? They baiting. They are
they
baiting.
dating.
They baiting.
Like well, he used the analogy also of fishing earlier. Depending on what type of fish you fishing for, you're gonna use a certain type of bait. So in a sense, what he's saying is, like you said, we don't care if you got a tattoo on your thigh. You got these mini skirts on. If you out there baiting for a dog, you gonna get a dog. That's basically what he's saying. So
Hey,
you baiting,
said it then.
for somebody that's just gonna be all over you because you got on skimpy clothes, then why be mad? Because he all over you because of what you got on. You baited that. That's what you baited today. So
You caught what you was fishing.
yeah.
So
Yeah, like we said a few shows ago, you know, what happens when you get what you want.
you get what
Yeah.
you thought
You
you.
know, but you don't. Yeah, what you thought you wanted.
What
You
you
know.
thought you want.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
No, you don't realize you fishing for something that you don't want, but you don't even know that's what you really fishing for. You fishing for the wrong thing, but you don't know that you fishing for the wrong thing. So I think a lot of women just need to be educated on it. To be honest with
Educated. Whoa.
Yeah.
Educated.
Uh,
Yeah, they be out there fishing.
some of them, like I say, some of them are wearing clothes but don't realize that they are,
Woo.
are attracting certain type of men. They don't know that. They may be dressed in a certain way innocently, but don't know that. Hey, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. All right. I got a question for y'all. All right. Let me twist this around. Let's go back to fishing. So when you fishing, you got the bait. How many of y'all been to a pond fish ain't biting? I have. All right. Y'all lying. I have. All right. All right. If I go back to that pond and the fish ain't biting, I don't know if I'm going back. I'm looking for a new spot. But once I find a spot that I know them fish are biting, no matter, because I'll tell you, I've been fishing many times with the right bait and then get a bite because the fish wasn't biting just the wrong timing. Wrong timing. All right. So y'all mean to tell me that these women are confident that they gonna get these men because these men are misconceived too. They miseducated.
Yeah, but like I said, some of them innocently doing it. They just win what they win because they like the outfit.
I agree with you.
They're not trying.
I agree with you. I agree with
trying
you.
to.
I agree with
do
you.
that.
And I'll tell you what, I agree with you because I got a daughter, 8 years old, and my wife was just complaining about the goddamn shorts that they making for these 8 years old are way too short. Are way too short. So you are absolutely right. Now, if I wasn't conscious or my wife wasn't conscious and we put that on my daughter, what message is that giving out as she grows up? Because it's like you can't find shorts long enough for the girls now, man. It's like the market is pushing that on them. And yeah, man. And see, my daughter tall, so God dog well, she ain't putting on no shorts like that. They gonna come even short on her, and it just you absolutely right. You right.
So
they don't make jams no more.
So what you were saying, G, you talking about the fishing, right? So you take worms out there and you trying to catch a bass. Pull in a little brim. What you do with that brim?
You put it in a brim, man. You take the brim and throw him out there. I'm just joking.
Good point. Good point. You throw on a bit bigger, something a little bit more.
Yeah.
Throw it back out there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just certain time, like you
hear me out. Hold on.
I hear you out. Go ahead.
Something on. Now, if you want to catch something bigger, you got to put something bigger out there, right?
Yeah, after you see the bass jumping up, that's a signal that they ready to eat.
Okay.
Jumping up, they hitting the insects on top of the water. But if I go out there without them, I mean, they're not out there. You know what I mean?
You throw something else out there and you catch a shark. Now what happens?
Throw something out there and catch a shark. I Google how to eat it. I'm just joking.
Now you bring in something. You bring
I don't know what to do with a shark, man.
Fishing for.
But that go back, like I said, that go back to what I said earlier. You don't even realize you're fishing for something that you really don't want.
That you really don't want. Oh yeah.
So now you don't caught something that you weren't prepared for.
Yeah, what you weren't prepared for.
That ain't what you were trying to bring home.
Yeah.
And then get what that shark do.
Yeah.
So
I got, I had some homeboys I knew that was from Savannah that actually used to work with me. And he talked about the type of fishing they actually do when they hit, the waters, the rivers coming from the ocean. And I guess when you throwing something broadly out there, you can catch anything. I see where you're coming from, because if you throw your rod out there, you bringing in anything. You might not even know if the fish edible or not.
You never see. It ain't just anything. It's everything.
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 The shark,
Everything.
everything.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get to another one. This is the last one I'm gonna hit on. It's more than this, man. It's a lot of them. One of them is successful women have the misconception that they can get any man they want because of their success. Ah,
And those mainly be the ones that pretty much get done wrong because of the attitude from the beginning.
Yeah.
That's
I don't heard a lot of cases that happens a lot to, women that ride on their success, and they can't get any man they want.
I think one good example that is the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin and Bobby Brown in it.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, Lynn Whitfield.
Yeah. He was just fishing, just trying to pull something out the water. got more than what he wanted.
Got more what he wanted.
Mm-hmm. Got a whale.
But yeah, some women that have a level of success.
Yeah, and it got to be tough, man, because to think that you getting any man that you want, and just say you that type of woman, and you actually do get a man. It's easy, I imagine, for that woman to kind of look down on that man as I got you, I chose you. And any moment in time, she can do away with that or, get tired of you and choose another. I need faith to choose me and my mate because people, just got to have a discipline about themselves to be able to know that what they're getting into is not a fad. It's not meant to be a trend. It's meant to keep generations going on. How many datings had to happen for all of us to be here today? I mean, I don't know if it all were right or not. I don't know. But,
Say that again.
I said, I don't know. I said the amount of datings that had to occur for us to be here today. I mean, you talking about generations upon generations upon generations. Some had to go right in order to lead up to this point. I just think people jump into these things, and the examples we use are kind of like, when you focus on physical, you get type of fish that basically out for physical things, and physical things wither away. Well, I got a question for you. Does a woman like that look for someone lower than her, an educated woman? What type of man you think she's looking for?
That goes for that individual person. We talking about misconception. But let's take a break, and we're gonna come right back. Take a 2-minute break, man.
Yeah, man. So that's what's up. If you got a business that you want us to give you a shout out in the middle of the show, we will do that. But you gotta call, leave a comment, leave a message, leave us the detail. We'll hit you back to verify that you real. And then we'll turn around and send you a shout out in the middle of the show. We appreciate you. Now,
we got my barber, Joseph Green. He cuts hair out of Fairburn. You can get JoJo at 770-990-9280. 770-990-9280. That's JoJo. Tell him the boss man sent you.
First shout out I like to give to Best Works. They are detail shop on Memorial Drive, 1105 Memorial Drive in Griffin, Georgia. Phone number 404-932-4832. Best Works Mobile. You can reach them at bestworksmobile@gmail.com. Here's the catch, y'all. They even come out to you. If you got a fleet of trucks, they'll come out to you. Now, let's get back to the show. misconception. You tell me if it is or it's not. I say it's a misconception.
Because I don't think all men think the same way.
There's a lot of women out there that
Pretty much got a lot of
baggage, man.
Many think all men all want
the same thing.
What I'm saying, what I'm stating is that
you know, if you out there baiting for a dog, you know, you don't get a dog.
Some of them, like I say, some of them are wearing clothes but don't realize that they are,
attracting certain type of men. They don't know that.
Misconceived thoughts that women have about us men. All right, man, we back from the break. G-Money asked the question. See where we going with the show. G-Money asked that question again. I'm going to see where we can go with that one.
All right, so the woman that's educated, we just talked about the woman that was educated. So, or successful, successful, not educated, successful. All right, so the successful woman, what type of man does a successful woman want? Does she aim at someone better than her or aim at someone that's lower than her? Since she think that she can have the misconception that she can have any man that she want. So where she chooses.
Well, I say that's where she going wrong at. See, she going wrong at trying to key in on a certain type of man instead of allowing you to connect with whatever man. See,
yeah.
So that's already going to be a problem. It's already going to be an issue because either most of the time, a successful woman, like say, if we going off the misconception of what we talking about, then she don't want a man that can't meet her halfway or to do better than her. A man that she got to take care of. A man that been at home with mama since 28. Now she got to take care of, because she making all the money. He make half of what she make. So if she looking for that in a man, then she's already messing up because it ain't gonna be a true connection. So
yeah. I agree with Boss Man on that one. I think women have this preconception of what a man's supposed to be. Sometimes it could be on the guys that in their past that did them wrong. Or a lot of times what we like to see that women go for the type of dude that assuming if they had a good dad in their life, that's the kind of man that they want, protector, provider, somebody that esteem them, lift them up, honor them at all times, that kind of situation. But sometimes with women that have that level of success, sometimes they think they are above the role of a woman, if I say that. The truth be told from me, I think this whole idea of what a woman is and the way that women have evolved from the role of a woman to where they at now, I think there's some things that are lost. Because what really attracts a man and a woman is beyond the physical stuff, I believe. So I got a cartoon clip I want to go over real quick. Then I'm going to jump into some real beans in a minute. Check this out. We'll see if y'all got some comments on this one. And this clip right here. Y'all see me? I basically in the top is the a little evolution of the cartoon where it's rolling over to the right. You got a nice guy. He checking out a woman. He said, I want you. Nice girl. Nice girl checking out a thug. Said, he's so masculine. I want him. Then you got the thug guy. He checking out a slut. She bending over. You know how to get into that. That's basically what we were talking about earlier. It's funny that this is actually kind of a real perspective. Then later on, you see the nice guy become a smart guy. Then a nice girl become a nice girl with baggage who dragging the thug that she was after. Now he's masculine, but she's carrying him on baggage. So now he's baggage. And you see the thug done knocked up the slut, who's now a single mother. Real quick, man, somebody comment on that. And
I mean, the thug, man. Since I want to focus on the male point, being a band of brothers, man, and the thug aspect in that. You notice how the thug in both pictures was okay. He was okay with his life. Everybody else had problems except the thug. Y'all notice that, man? The nice guy had a problem. He couldn't get the girl he wanted. Then he had another problem because he trying to walk away and be purpose driven while the woman chasing him. You got a nice woman who is after the thug, who is after another woman. Now she's after a man that don't want her in the end. And now the woman that was the stripper actually became pregnant and ain't got, can't convince the man that she was with that, okay, this is her son or this is her daughter or baby. But the thug in both parts, almost like he winning in both hands. He's about to get the woman he want. He got it big of it little. He got somebody chasing him. He got somebody in front of him that he about to get. It's evident that he did get her 1 year later, right? She pregnant. But he being carried by the other woman. Man, what is that saying? You know what I mean? Why does this thug seem to be winning? And the thing is that, okay, it's a misconception. I'm not agreeing like, okay, I'm telling my brothers out there to be thugs. But what I'm stating is that there's a huge misconception over the thug actually, or the guy that's living the type of lifestyle is winning when he really ain't. It's shameful what's going on. Think about it. Let's look at this a little deeper. I'm going to go deep in on it because the thing is that, okay, someone took care of his tail, but yeah, he ain't got the balls to take care of somebody else's tail. All right? In either way, he being dragged. Think about what generations will come after this guy. This guy not going to be masculine his whole life. He's not going to have these muscles or actually be this way or have all his teeth his whole life. What do you have when all that's stripped away?
You might have majority, G. The thing.
Yeah. Well, let me finish. The thing is that he doesn't have a problem because he's living for right now.
But the thing is, what's the stereotype of a thug? Well, they don't what?
Kill.
They don't.
No. What's another word? They don't do work.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they don't work basically. All right. So look in the picture. First, the nice guy working to get the girl. The nice girl working to get the thug. The thug is behind the slut who ain't got to work. She giving it to him. He ain't got to work to get that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then on the backside, now the pregnant girl. Now she working, trying to get him to hey, take care of the baby. He ain't working to do nothing for the other woman because she carrying him, and now the nice woman is now she working. Don't turn around. Now she working to get the smart guy. So still, the thug is always in the place of an in between, man. He don't work, so he's in the place that he don't have that type of responsibility that's going to stress him out every day.
So what? Ooh, that's a good point.
That's a strong.
So
point.
what we see in this picture is the same stereotype that they say about thugs. They don't work. Well, they on the corner. Some of them ain't on the corner, but I'm just saying, that's what they say. They don't work. And in this picture, this illustration. He ain't working at all. He ain't have to work to get either one of them women right there.
So I got a question for y'all. And it's an agreement. But to help the brothers out, how do we convince our brothers not to be that thug when it seemed like that thug winning? He ain't working, but he got a woman dragging him on the bottom, and he got women throwing themselves to him at the top. How do we convince the brothers, more brothers, that that's a terrible way? That's a terrible choice to actually be brainwashed. You should be in.
You can't convince somebody not to be somebody, not knowing where they come from.
Especially when they think that that's working.
Some people is a product, what they say, of their environment. So you don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't convince them, you know, but you can show them that, you know, it's another way. You know, it's a better way.
Yeah.
You know?
The common thing in all these situations that women have a need for a man. They desire a man. They want attention for a man. I ain't talking about all the little alternative things that go on or whatever. But even in that, I'll make the point conclusive. There's a lack of male, alpha male, you can say that, or just males in general. The role of men have slacked so much that women don't even know what to desire in men. Women don't know how to tell whether a man is the nice guy, the smart guy, or if he what's good gonna come out of the situation. They can't tell no more. Even when they baiting, they ain't even try to bait what they looking for. But it has nothing to do with women. It falls on us. It falls on the men. That's a hard point, hard pill to swallow. Because even when the good guy doing good and become the smart guy, thinking about his health, his future, his everything, look at all the road that you don't went down so long before you get there. Before men get to the point where they want to be a man, be strong, look at how many women hearts you don't broke before you got to that point. Look at how many times you don't had relationship that wasn't based on real substance, real character. So my point is that we bringing these women to the point to where they don't even know what they want. All these misconceptions is all they got to go off for. But is it on us to build a woman back up? That's a good question. Is it for men like G? Both of you guys, y'all got daughters. You know what I'm saying? How do you get to the point that your daughter won't have these misconceptions? That makes sense?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep.
I want to throw something out there, man. I want you to check this out. We can discuss this and we'll get out of here, man. Got a clip. Check out what this woman's saying, man.
And if you are new here, welcome. So today's video is about winning and having a winner mindset, especially as a feminine woman, because so many women are taught to have a passive and stagnant and disempowering mindset, especially when it comes to femininity. Your mind, ladies, is way more powerful than you think, and your mind and what you put in it can really make or break your life. Many women are taught to either ignore their femininity altogether or to undervalue and undermine their femininity when it comes to relationships. A lot of women are simply unaware of the role that femininity plays into the success of a relationship. And this is especially true in the case of young Black women and girls. And a lot of women get into relationships without knowing the end game or having a plan or establishing a standard or standards or a code of conduct when it comes to getting what you want out of men. And I need to say this, but hypergamy and being a feminine woman.
What you get out of that, man? Did that make any sense to anybody?
Yeah, man. She basically saying, you know, women, don't forget that you're a woman. You know, don't forget that, you know, you are a woman. Men like feminine women. Men like a woman that's a woman. So that's basically what she's saying. You know, don't forget that you're a woman. You know, be feminine. You know, that's what turns a man on when a woman is being feminine and not being hard and, you know, not being not a woman. So that's what she's saying, which makes a lot of sense. It's true.
It's not about getting a man. A femininity is its own reward. Show me a feminine woman who isn't trying to be Miss Do-It-All, and I will show you a happy woman. But Black women are taught to mule and are taught to live and breathe struggle, and are taught to be super over reliant and to not need anyone and to cut themselves off and out of their own vulnerability. And Black women are taught to self sacrifice for others, and Black women are conditioned and programmed and engineered to see themselves as women who should be at the bottom of the totem pole. And the goal of hypergamy and the goal of this channel and the goal of being a feminine woman is to take yourself out of the narrative of being at the bottom of the totem pole.
All right, go ahead, G.
Oh no, just what the boss man was saying, man. I'm in agreement with that pretty much, and I like what she said about the undervalue part. She said a couple of words that got me: the undervalue and the end game, which is something that I had stated before, early in the show about, being in the now and wanting now. I mean, not knowing what are you building? I mean, is this for your enjoyment or is this to actually, get something deeper out of? When you're fishing for anything, you're undervaluing your value because you could catch something a whole lot more valuable. The right type of man or the right type of mate, I should say, which is deeper. I know Boss Man said that about a woman choosing a man rather than having just that right mate, gravitated towards him. So I get it on those 2 points right there that kind of resonate in what she's saying. But she's hitting it on the head, man. She's hitting the nail on the head, man. A lot of points about feminines, the women and
That she made that she said show her a woman with natural femininity, whatever the word.
yeah.
She can show you a happy woman. That makes a lot of sense. Like some women do too much. Be trying to do too much. That's a lot, man. Check it out again. Here we go.
Strength. When a woman is engineered to see herself as small and as low-hanging fruit, she is inclined to deal with low-value men and men who lack ambition and drive and dusty men and men who are inclined to take them to hell and back. But there is one secret ingredient to becoming a feminine winner and breaking the generational curse of the struggle mindset. Now, we all know about the hair and the makeup and the pretty dresses and the heels and the lashes. But if you've been listening to this channel for a while, you will also understand the importance of having a feminine mindset. Now, the secret ingredient to becoming a successful, the one secret ingredient to becoming a successful hypergamous woman is to always focus on the solution. And this is a secret sauce, and the secret sauce, in my personal opinion, to success. Because a lot of people simply aren't aware of the fact, and yes, this is a fact, that there is always, and I mean always, a solution for every problem. Focusing on solutions is what separates a person from the herd. The herd lacks focus, and the herd doesn't have goals or standards, and the herd doesn't have a plan. Focus.
I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to leave that alone. I thought that this lady really, really brought some true points out. We'll leave it at that, man. A lot of time that I think as men, we put a lot on women. I think also that a lot of women bring this stuff on themselves as well. How do we make things better? I think we got to make better men. I think we have to wake up as men. The argument that me and my wife were having is that women dress the way that they dress because they think that's what men want. What woman don't want a man? What woman don't want a protector? What woman don't want a provider? What woman don't want somebody to come and help balance out her life? You know what I'm saying? You can't be out there fishing in a lake trying to find a winner. Well, ain't nothing but sharks out there. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get a bass, but the lake is full of sharks and alligators. You fishing with the wrong bait. I think that's a good point. That's my take on it. You got anything, G?
Oh man, she couldn't say it any better, man. Took some notes for my daughter, man. Wanted her to be high hanging fruit, so some of these knuckleheads could be hard to reach.
I hear you, man.
It's gonna depend on what type of tree she gonna be on, Greg.
Oh
We'll
man.
make it a high one. Make it a high one.
Don't have on no shrub now.
Don't have no shrub, man. You ain't gotta worry about that. With y'all brothers, I should be all right.
Let's go. Know what time it is. Welcome back, the boss man.
From a boss that can do it. If it gets through the maze of my mind, then I'll approve it. Time for the stamp of approval. From a boss that can do it. If it gets through the maze of my mind, then I'll approve it. Time
was gone last week.
From a boss that can do it.
You know,
If it gets through the maze of my mind, then I'll approve it. Time for the stamp of approval. From a boss that can do it.
But
If it
today,
gets through the maze of my mind, then
I am here. I am in full effect. Today, I will be approving something. It's going to be a saying. I want all y'all listeners out there to pass it on to the closest woman to you. You see a woman in the street, you pass it on.
anyone?
For your women, any woman, just pass it on, let them know. If they single, let them know. Don't assume you know what men want, but allow yourself to become what he wants. 2 key words in this slogan is assume, this is an A word, and allow. Don't assume, but allow. So don't assume you know what men want, but allow yourself to become what he wants. That's it from the boss man.
That's what's up, man.
What's up? That's what's up.
Well, that's our show. G Money, are you ready?
Yep. Y'all know what it is. Give us a holler. Phone number 678-435-9076. Again, that phone number is 678-435-9076. You can text us on that number. Leave a voicemail. I'll holler at your boys. You can also reach us at Banner Brothers. That's Banner Brothers spelled with a Z hard at gmail.com. Again, that Gmail is Banner Brothers hard. Banner Brothers hard at gmail.com. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
I hear you, G Money.
That's our show for the day. This ain't nothing but bro science. Don't take it personal. Don't take it serious. We just trying to open your eyes to some things. See things from the brother's point of view. So don't go hang us. Don't go looking for us to lynch us. We just giving you all bro science. I'll take on things. That's our show for the day. I'm your boy, Boy. I got my brothers with me. Boss Carter.
Yeah.
We Money.
Yep.
And we out.